In this video, I like to share with you how to draw without vanishing point. In a one single object or one single building, perspective drawing, I don't think the vanishing point to indicate the perspective shape or form of the building is necessary, because sometimes perspective could be limited and to slow down your drawing. So one single object is easy to draw it without any vanishing point. So how I started is simply one vertical on both sides in the mirror and find the central point, because it will be easy to find the center of that line and pointing, slowly drawing the another line toward it like this, and again repeat the same thing, find that center and the middle, and on the other side repeat exactly the same thing, just like this. You see, with that simplicity, the vanishing point is not necessary to indicate the perspective of the drawings. That make the drawing a lot easier. And of course, it is important for me is like to hold my hand right almost the end of my pen to give this sense of a small gentle touch on my pen, to give this a natural, to let it flow. Another, see this one? In the center, repeat the same thing. These will accentuate or emphasize the shape of the horizontal line of the building. There you go. Here we have it. One form without vanishing point. I still managed to indicate the perspective of the building in 3D, almost 3D drawing. And for the vertical lines indicating the columns of the building, again, I started with the center. This is mostly a kind of a proximity center point using observation, because the end of that line is smaller than the front. So it is to measure with the eye measurement. And the center of that, and I do the same thing, find the center of this facade for the another vertical line. It is important to set up with line first, clear, fine line, more like a methodical, schematic kind of a drawing to set it up. And to give more detail of that, I then add another layer, another line below that line to give the sort of thickness of that flooring of this building, more of a, to give the character and more realistic, ready for the building. I would do the same thing, repeat it with the vertical line, get the thickness of that column. Now I change my pen to with a even thinner fine line with micron. This is 0.3 to give the thickness to see the depth of the building by giving shaded up darker on one side, slightly lighter on the other side. You get a sense of where the lighting coming from. To get a sense of more realistic three-dimensional drawings with a perspective. Adding more to give it much thicker, much darker on the other side. So now, after I shade that on the other side to make it darker on the other side and lighter on the right side, I like to add a bit of, not exact precise, of the human character, human scale, to indicate the scale of the building, just like this. Just roughly human figure, more kind of sketchy, figurative scale, to give a sense of understanding of how the building, the size of the building in relation to the human body, human size. To understand the purpose of the object rather than just an object. So it gives a sense of a building, a habitable building. So here you have a very simple perspective drawing without vanishing point. Thank you.